What's up, everybody, and welcome to my AEW Dynamite review. Long Island, New York, they were tonight. Basically, I guess I should be saying the go-home show before winter is coming next week. So, what do we have about this show tonight? Because, man, this was a tough one to get through, and it was up and down throughout most of the night. We started off with MJS music playing, but CM Punk came out. Punk got booed basically out of the building. This is MJF country, so everybody loves MJF right here. But Punk even came out and said, that's all y'all got. Like, come on, Chicago's much louder. That crowd. Punk ain't lying about us, but hey, he's trolling the people out here, okay? But basically talked about the Islanders and their hockey team and whatnot. You've yet to win a game. Blackhawks are better, and basically saying MJF, this is your guy. This is your guy. He said that a lot, and Punk, I'm getting hot out here, okay? And then even having like the four pillars of the AEW shirt, and Britt Baker was replaced by MJF. Someone wonder if Jungle Boy. I see that debated for a while now. Jungle Boy. I know it's not his time yet, but someone wonder if he is one of the pillars to this company and whatnot sometime. But Punk basically even came out and says, I can't come over and put over a woman due to her accomplishments and whatnot. Everybody wants to be, I want to get in her pants and everything. But Punk talked about how he said MJF said that he's like the Roddy Piper of Portland and whatnot. And so you weren't even good in, as Piper and in a movie, L comes to Frogtown and whatnot. So fans start telling him to shut the fuck up, Chance, I believe, and Punk basically saying, I don't understand you, okay? The Islanders, I don't understand you, okay? How do you put the puck in the net? Make it real fun of their hockey team. A lot of that. Talk about the Islanders. Y'all could even win against the Ottawa Senators, and it took you guys that long to beat them, like I did with a QT Marshall 2 weeks ago. And Punk basically called the Long Island fans, you're pulling for MJF and whatnot. And, the other Chicago fans are, they were like cheering for Dennis Rodman and stuff at one point. Wow, yeah, I get a phone call during these things. Hold on. It's always a phone call during a review, but as I said, though, Punk basically saying, like, you all love this guy, and when you hate him, now you love him, all right? Because, listen, Dennis Rodman, I hated Dennis Rodman when he was in Detroit, but once he came to the Bulls in, like, the 90s and what it was like 95 and 96, he loved Dennis Rodman, and I'm not mad at you, but I do feel a little sorry for you all out there. And basically, you know what? I want next at the AEW title after Danielson and, Page, and I'm sure MJF wants that title shot too. But Punk basically said, MJF stooped a new low by talking about his dog Larry, but he said that his dog has bigger balls than him, and the dog was even neutered, so that proves another thing. And basically talk about the Islanders several times. You haven't won anything since 1984, and basically say, he wants a match with MJF, and he doesn't want to in here, and Long Island stuff. He wants them to stand and fight like they do in Chicago, okay? I'm sure someone's going to make a joke and say, stand and shoot at someone. That's why I can say that because I'm from over here. But then again, that's a very bad comparison over here to even say something like that. But I'm sure someone will make a joke like that anyways. But, Punk basically said, if MJF is even on this show, I'm sure he agreed to it, okay? It's your guy, guys. He's your guy because you're all the chicken shit around here. Got it? And Punk left. So Punk is a face, but he's a heel here in this part of town because this is MJF country. So basically just making fun of fans out there, talking about them, saying they're weak, really just going in on their hockey team as much as he could on them and saying this is your guy and whatnot. So really taking it to the Long Island crowd. But next thing you know, we got this movie trailer like with a narrator with MJF, pulling up in a sports car, showing up on a football field with his Letterman jacket, talking about all of his accomplishments he's done and everything. He put all the chicks also, apparently. And he's the salt of the earth, which MJF came out and got a huge pop and whatnot. He was the only person to get a entrance in this Diamond Ring Dynamite Battle Royale and stuff. You had to really just guess who else was really in that match in general. But MJF got a huge entrance and a huge pop out there. I know other people from Jay Lethal, Matt Hardy, Team Taz, and others in the match and stuff. I know Matt took out who did he take out? Leo Rush, and then I think Dante Martin ended up taking out Matt Hardy. Is he changing his gimmick or something? Like, I swear I've heard that on him say online. Some say it has to do with the Jeff incident, but I think it was before that happened. But I know they had like a showdown with Hobbs and Wardlow, which Wardlow didn't eliminate him, but Leo Rush ended up taking him out. It was a lot really in this match. Okay, basically I couldn't even really tell who named everybody in this match in general, but MJF of course was mostly being cheered throughout the whole thing, even in taking out Wardlow in the process. When it kind of got to the final three, it was like what Starks, Dante Martin, MJF, which the lights kept flickering for some reason. Dante Martin ended up taking out Starks, betraying him. Taz was pissed off on commentary. Let me just say also that it's great they had Taz just throughout the entire show. I don't know why they just didn't do that last week instead of playing musical chairs with the announce team last week. So it's just best they put Taz out there. But you know, basically then Dante Martin ended up taking out um Starks then, which MJF, he basically stood there, he left, and he was gone. He walked up out of there then, basically, which, by the way, in this Battle Royale, when it comes to the final two, they will face the next week for the Dynamite Diamond Ring and whatnot. But Starks attacked Dante Martin. MJF stood there. He was pondering what he should do. He came for the save, but he ended up just attacking Dante Martin, him and Starks. CM Punk came out. MJF got a dodge, and Starks ended up getting GTS by CM Punk, which got boozed in. So MJF, he's the people that he's the hometown hero over here, but he's still a heel at the end of the day. Which I would say said that my friend said on Twitter that he was gonna break character or something like that. Why would you tell that online? I don't understand that, but kind of odd. But right after that, we had the Jungle Express and the Varsity Blondes versus the Acclaimed and Everrise there. Acclaimed, doing a rap, which I don't know, they need to get some better bars. I swear it's the third time they rapped about what Andrew Cuomo, what was it, like the governor or former governor of New York, if I'm not mistaken. So, all right, dude, it's the third time I've heard it. Okay, come up with something different. Andrew Cuomo, Chris Cuomo, whatever news story or whatever's going on with that. It's like the third time they rapped about them. But the tag match was the tag match, honestly. Was what it was. Eddie Kingston came out. Kingston attacked Daniel Garcia. Jungle Boy, I'm getting a snare trap on he got it on, but he ended up getting it for the win then. Kingston basically walked in the back. Ortiz tried to stop him. I don't know what the rest of the inner circle was, but Ortiz just happened to be there. Kingston's yelling at the camera. Next thing you know, Everrise and Garcia come up and just attack both Ortiz and Eddie Kingston and just beat the hell out of them in the back, and security broke it up. But they basically beat the hell out of him. I don't know what the rest of the inner circle was. Ortiz just happened to be there. I don't know really much. I know he's there. Someone wonder what he has to do with the story, but he just happened to be there. Okay, but maybe because they took out Jericho, Ortiz is there. I don't know, but like no Sammy, no Santana, no Jake Hager. Where were they? Where were the rest of the inner circle? I don't know. Um, FTR and Tully Blanchard in the back talking about the Lucha Brothers challenging the Rampage for those tag team titles. Good promo by both Cash and Dak. I think Dak's probably a little bit better on the microphone, but very good promo from both of them. I forgot they had a match last Saturday at Triple Mania for those AAA tag team belts also. I know they had Vicky Guerrero out there as the manager. I did see some of that match though. Not bad. I think it was a ladder match. Next, which I felt like this was damn near the longest match of the night, and I was getting tired of it after a while. The Young Bucks versus Rocky Romero and Chuck Taylor. Some would say chaos at the same time. If this was Rocky and Trent out here, then I would have said Roppongi Vice and whatnot. This match felt like it went on forever. Listen, we can go into Rick Knox just being that bad of a referee, or he's part of the story getting paid off by the Bucks, but man, was I really getting tired of him too. This match felt like it was so many finishes that would have happened right there. It just kept going and it kept going from the cold spray shots to Meltzer drivers to just roll ups to just multiple dodges. Okay, multiple dodges that just could have been the finish right there right now. But I felt like it went on. It went on forever. It really did. I just felt like this match. It's like it was going on. It was going on. And it was just going on. And I the term of my co-host will usually say, when you see one Young Bucks match, you've seen them all. And in a way, this is what I almost kind of felt like. And it just went on forever. But then right after Adam Cole and the Bucks start beating up everybody, Wheeler Yudik shows up for the save, and next you know, what Orange Cassidy tries to get in, but he ends up getting beat up by them. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, these guys in chaos. How crazy would it be if Okada just walked out there right now and the crowd would have just popped big time? Which I know that wasn't gonna happen right here, but how crazy is that? I don't know if Okada's still in America at this point, but man, that would have been a big pop if that would be the case. Making the save and whatnot, since they're all part of the Chaos faction. But what do? We bring back Trent. Um, Trent is back, and I guess he arrived back in his mom's van, which his mom dropped him off. Got a haircut, I see, but Jack, Trent, he did look great. Trent came out there, clearing the ring and whatnot, and then the best friends and his mom celebrated, and they did the whole kata, camera shot hug, and then the Roppongi Vice song hit after that. I'll say this too when it comes to the best friends, okay? And listen, I know their mom is part of the gimmick, but I said this a while ago, and I've said this to some people too, which some have agreed that, him showing up in his mom's van just makes him look lame. And yes, we can go off the name too and what this gimmick is supposed to be, but so from my other friends say, you're complaining about a van. I'm like, nigga, when I'm like, nigga, when the van was over, okay? The van was not over. It just kind of does make him look lame, okay? With Trent, like I said, it's part of gimmick. I get it, but it just looks really lame when his mom is dropping him off. So I don't know why. It looked lame last time and it looks lame now. Okay, it's like this. Even this Smash, like Rocky, I don't mind Rocky. Okay, Chuck Taylor, fuck off. I don't care. I just don't care. It's Chuck Taylor. All right, I tried, but I don't know what this gimmick gear, not gear, but crew or whatever is at this point, but. I don't know. Someone probably just I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was the worst thing of the night, but some would believe that this was okay. But this is a match that went too long. I like Trent. I would just like if he just did the run in and whatnot. But I get why they did this whole thing because it's been done before. But still, it does look kind of lame getting dropped off in a van by his mom. I don't know why. It looks lame. Um, Penelope Ford and the Bunny talking to Ruby Soho about this person tag this week on Rampage. Even telling Soul to find some friends, which I guess she ended up getting Tay Conti and Anna Jay face the Bunny, Ford, and Rose. Feel like I've seen that one too many times before, but that's what's happening on Rampage. Sammy Guevara, Sammy, you were there tonight, but you didn't come help Ortiz. I don't know why. To be interviewed, Cody Rhodes came out there with several boos. Talk about Sammy Guevara's got an open challenge. He talked to Tony Khan. That spot's been filled, so he will be facing for that TNT title. Cody did have some burns on, especially after that horrible, I got that fire spot last week, which he took the bulk of that and was on fire. So Cody still having some burns on him. He's about to lead through the heel tunnel, but then he basically had to step back because he had to go back through the face tunnel then. So right after Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky were in somewhere in the building talking about, Rhodes kissing ass, getting a title shot. And Dan Lambert will be back next week. And, Guevara talk about being a fighting champion and whatnot. But he has to face wrestlers, like him who are ranked in the top 5. So Guevara basically put the TNT title in front of him, tell him to come get it. So yeah, I guess whoever like I said, I guess Cody's the next challenge, but yeah, Sammy, I guess, getting any type of challenger right now. Rio went against Jamie Hayter. I don't know why I felt like this match went long for some reason. Wasn't bad. Hayter, I get, which is on some would say like Wardlow being heavy to take L's, but my co-host is right. Does Jamie Hayter really ever win? I don't know. And then when the commentary is already saying that Baker's never beat Rio in a singles match several times on commentary, that kind of gives it away who's gonna win. I thought the crucifix bomb kind of botched me at the last second, but that was the finish there. Baker got in and attacked Rio then after that and put in a lockjaw. So like I said, that match is coming up, but still though, I don't know. Mm. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know, but the match was okay. All right. It was what it was. They talked about Rampage this Friday. Hook will be making his debut, so let's see what the Hook man's going to do. We've seen him stand around, but something's going to happen. Next to what I thought was the funniest thing of the entire night, and probably one of the worst things, was when they had the Varsity Blondes on stage, Pillman Jr., Garrison, and Julia Hart. They were all standing there until the lights went out. Malachi Black showed up, took on his mask, sprayed Black Mist, which never even hit Julia Hart, which was so off. It hit more Pillman than it did her, and she's basically doing this over-the-top scream, trying to act like she's blind and whatnot. But man, the mist was not even near her face. It looked bad, okay? She sold it well, I'll give her that, but still, it looked really, really bad. Didn't even touch her. Barely touched her, the mist. So, that looked bad, okay? It just did. Um, Next, though, in the main event, we got Bryan Danielson versus John Silver. Danielson basically says he's going to kick this man's head in. It wasn't a bad match, my Colts would say. You don't get the jobber in the main event. Listen, Bryan can doing his best to make these guys look good as possible, okay? The match, was what it was, and Bryan was going to go over. Basically, he went with the Gotch style, power driver, Minoru Suzuki style, and then hit a submission hold for the win, which I guess he passed out or something. Danielson won and basically said, I told you I'm going to kick in these Dark Order members' heads in and whatnot. And before he could do it, Hangman Page came out then and basically said, next week, I'm going to stomp the cowboy shit out of you. As Danielson headed back to the back then. So, which we would have saw more of this with Danielson and Hangman tonight, but we kind of just waited till the end of it. Honestly, this crowd was up and down the entire night. The show was up and down. Even like I remember during the women's match, people were chanting, "We want Baker" and stuff. I guess they were getting tired of that match. I thought that tag match with the Bucks and them went way too long. It's like they were up and down this whole crowd though still, which from cheering to MJF being super over, but almost kind of stopped giving a fuck after that later on throughout the entire night. Okay, so I don't know, this crowd was just like up and down. Very up and down. Not even really sure to pick when you think about it, but they were up and down mostly after MJF. So that I can say and whatnot. But yeah, this crowd was weird. I don't know, the show was kind of up and out at the same time too. Wasn't a bad show, but I was kind of like iffy on it throughout half the night anyways, just in general and stuff of whatever's being announced or whatever's going to be on here on this Long Island show. Hopefully winter is coming, will be a very bigger show next week, so we'll see what happens there, okay? But other than that, comment, subscribe, find me on Twitter at HoodieNight890. I'm out of here. See you guys then. Peace out. Check out any review that is uploaded online right now, as my War Games review is up online. Check that out, okay? But other than that, see you then. Peace.